So here we go. All right, another one, guys. Tournament guidebook. It's another one. We over 50 videos now. So of course, before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube if you like the content, share the video, like it, all that other good stuff. Today we are looking at to take this way or that way. That is the question. Where do we get that from, right? To take this way or take that way. That is the question. Where do you learn this from? Where is that from? I'm sure y'all heard the that is the question. That is the question, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Shakespeare, correct, right. To be or not to be? That is the question. Well, today is to take this way or take that way. That is the question. And what we're using today is Alexander Aliekin's game versus Akiba Rubinstein back in the day. Okay, and I mean, in fact, this is so old. Oh, I was about to say this is so old, don't even have a date on it. But it is a date, 1912. 1912 is when this happened. What up, though, or not what up, though? That is the question, Tommy. Stop it right now. Isn't the rule don't always take towards the center? Yes, but there's always exceptions in chess. There's always exceptions. To take this way or take that way? That is the question, big fella. Here we go. And here we go. So today's game, 1912, we got Aliekin, Rubinstein. Here we go. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop E5. Oh, Ruy Lopez, right? Ruy Lopez. Classical stuff, especially back then. A6, bishop A4, knight F6. I played this from both sides, in fact, with the white pieces and the black pieces. I honestly enjoyed a lot of Ruy Lopez, but as you get better and as you get stronger, you have to venture out. Magnus says that you have to play different openings to become a better player. So the Ruy was very fun for me. I loved the Ruy Lopez for a long time, for literally both sides. But now at this point, you have to venture out. I tried many openings. I did French, Ruy Lopez, and now Sicilian. I'm really loving the Sicilian and many of them. But with that being said, after knight f6, right, castles takes on e4. I actually used to play this exact line. The exact line. They call this the open Spanish, right? If you never heard of it, the open Spanish, right? So d4, and after d4, you can play b5, which was played, and bishop b3. This is all theory, by the way. Nothing new. Nothing new at all. How do you feel about symmetrical play instead of knight c6? Why not play knight f6? I mean, you have to know what you're doing, just like in any opening. Like if you play d5, move 1, you better know what you're doing. You better know what you're doing, big fella. You better know what you're doing. And even then, it's still some trouble. I just read that game in my book. Which game are you talking about? Boom down. E4, E5, knight f3. Knight f6 you can play, but this is the Petrov, and you need to know what you're doing. You can also go into the Stafford Gambit stuff, so shout out to you Stafford Gambit players, but this is just not me. As an attacking player, I don't like to play symmetrical positions because I'm like, hey, I'm the same as you. Like, nah, bro. I'm ducking and I'm swinging. Like, I'm not about to be playing symmetrical chess at all. So that's just not me. Knight f3, knight, but you can play it. Knight to c6, bishop e5, a6, bishop a4, knight f6, castles, knight takes e4, d4, b5. This is all theory. All theory from here. I haven't known what I was doing since 2011. Tommy, at least he's honest about it, right? You're looking at that. Yeah, that's the Petrov. This one is the Ruy Lopez, and the knight f6 one is the Petrov or the Stafford Gambit. You can look it up, literally Googling it, and you'll see everything you need to know on the Stafford Gambit, especially Eric Rosen. Shout out to the Big E, Eric Rosen. Thanks for the follow, Seth F. Rollins and Knight Fran 92. Let's go. Be built different, my guy. Follow God. So Stafford is terrible. Okay. Okay, right? Be careful out here. At chess tournaments, they call Canty Anishtiri. Ooh. Tommy, that was nice. Playing the words, my guy. Sheesh. Okay. Bruh. All right, that was nice. Stafford goaded. Yeah, in a way, and unless you play somebody to know what they're doing, and then you're getting goaded. Okay. Whatever that even means. B5, bishop B3, D5, right? I pull no punches unless I'm scared. How many times do you think you need to play an opening before you move on to another one? You need to play I would say you need at least 25, 30 training games. And if it's overwhelmingly, like, you in trouble, right? If it's, that's how you can gauge. You need to know numbers. How many times have I played it? What am I losing to the most? What do the numbers say? What do the numbers say? I constantly say that. That's what I do with students a lot. All right, CHESSABLE abuser. This is very aggressive. Yeah, it's kind of aggressive. It looks like that, but it's really not. It's about to be very, very slow after d5. D takes e5 and bishop e6. Everything's really solid. And literally, this is still theory. Nothing you see here is out of the ordinary. Even c3 right here. And if you flip the board, I remember studying this from white side. In fact, right now, black can play bishop c5, which is a move and one of the newer moves. And in fact, you can sack on f2. You actually just saw this with Vidit versus Perugia in the AIM chess. In fact, he played this exact line. You even saw this with Aronian and Shaq when they both played bishop c2. I think they played this multiple times. In fact, it's a very common thing, guys. Like, this is nothing to see, like literally the same moves. But bishop e7 was played by Akiba Rubinstein here. A little bit different. A little bit different. A little bit different. Still kind of the same situation. White wants to get rid of this knight by means of bishop c2 or knight b to d2. Aliekin plays knight b to d2. Knight to c5, and you put the bishop back on c2 because we don't want him to capture. Bishop c2, bishop c4, bishop g4 from Rubinstein, pinning the knight. Okay, h3 happens, right? We ain't done yet. Bishop h5, and then white plays queen e1. Interesting. Let's look at that from Aliekin's point of view. He sidesteps the pin, puts the queen here, maybe playing e6. Pretty nice, but the problem is the rook is on f1, and usually it swings to f1 and g3. So now that I don't have this option, it's very strange. Very strange. This is why you don't want to play this day and time. Don't want to play this day and time. Thanks for the follow. Hey, Cass, I went from 1800 to 1680 after playing the arena. Gotta get them boys back. Gotta get them boys back. Hey, man, you hear some Jedi, okay? They don't play around. Sabers be hot. They be ready. Queen e1. After queen e1, black plays knight e6, which is a pretty cool move. D4, knight f4, right? The knight sits kind of pretty here, right? Kind of pretty here. And then white plays knight h2, which is the intention of maybe f4, g4, probably just rolling the pawns. And then the queen defends h4. Okay, chat. We did all of this. We got here. You know how we do. It's now interactive. It's on you. Black to move. What do you do, chat? What do you do? What do you do? That's kind of stupid. Sabers. What do you do, chat? It is black to move in this position. What do you do? What is your choice? We got castle from elevation. Queen d6, and he put exclams on it. Wow, he put exclams on queen d6. Oh my goodness, Red Cone, are you okay? Wow.
Garbage.
Oh my goodness.
Garbage.
Come on, big fella.
Garbage.
Don't do that to yourself. Knight f4. Knight f4. We got knight f4. We got d4. We have bishop h8. d7 with the intention of castling queen side. Crazy. That's a nice plan for white, right? King f8, okay. All right, yeah, all kind of stuff there. So castling runs into f4, f5. This is the whole thing that black has, or white has, is that f4, f5 push. The castling seems logical here. It does, in fact. It really does, but here's the move, and no one said it here, and this is just a difficult move. In fact, it's the #1 move by the engine. Akiba Rubinstein was extremely strong. In fact, if you check out Great Predecessors, I think it's the first volume, because that's the one I keep reading, because the book's so long that I don't be having even time to get through the other parts of the book, because it's so long going through the first one. But reassess your chest. No, sorry, I read that one too. But My Great Predecessors. I'll link the book in the YouTube video. Phantom Master Kendrick, send me a message. Say Great Predecessors. I'll link it so you guys can get it. Great Predecessors, though. My Great Predecessors by Gary Kasparov. The first one had a lot of Rubinstein games. I think it was the first one. Yeah, it was. And Rubinstein was nasty, bro. Like, man, it was a lot going on. Very aggressive player, very strong. Right, so here we go. And now after bishop g6, this was the move that happened. Bishop g6. Blunting the bishop because it's extremely strong, and f4 can't be played right now. Any other move you make besides something obviously forcing, f4 is going to be played, and it's going to cramp your position. If we go back here, this bishop has no squares anyway. When f4 happens, you can feel the uncomfortable pressure of now g4, f5, bishop goes back, like you're trapped. You're literally trapped. So he plays it first. Says, nah, we ain't having none of that. And now it's on you, chap. This right here, after bishop takes g6, this is the entire part of today's lesson. In a way, sort of a quick one, in a way. Because right here, this is where you learn. Now, what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do, chat? To take this way or take that way? That is the question. This is the crossroads. This is where we are talking about. The whole analysis is all about this move right here. To take this way or take that way. That is the question. What are you doing? What do we do here? So I see H pawns. I see H pawn, easy one. I see Rook open the file. Okay, H takes G6, open the F. F takes. I want the Rook file. Queen D6 still available. We have Red Kona. We gonna send some people to your address with a stretcher and some goodies for you. Make sure you're okay, big fella. He can need some help. H is the gut reaction. All right. Thinking with the H pawn would be natural move. F pawn. Okay. All right, cool. You know what? Okay. H takes G6. Let's put it on the board here. Okay. Okay. Nice. You're garbage. Garbage. Not a move. Wow. Sheesh. That is not it. In fact, let's run that back. Let's run that back. It's not garbage. Okay? It's not garbage. It's too much of a harsh word for H takes G6. But today we are going to call it garbage because it is. Now, here, why is after H takes G6, not that it's complete garbage, but check this out, right? To take this way or take that way? That is the question. Now, think about this. Here, usually, first I'll clap it up for yourself, pat yourself on the back. Hold up. That's legit, okay? This is a legit one. Right? Okay. This is a legit one. And the reason for it is because you're following the rule. The rule is capture towards the center. That's the general rule. Now, rules are meant to be broken, but also there's exceptions to the rule. There's exceptions. And here with these four, you should capture towards the center. But in this case, they captured away from the center. Wow. Wow. The man took with the F pawn. He took with the F pawn, which is a very strange move, but also a very strong move because I'm about to use the F file with a smile. H file kind of useless here. In a way, correct. If you go back here, right? H takes G6 is general. This is what you think about, and you don't even think about it, right? Now today, hopefully after you watch this, you'll start to think twice. You know I should capture towards the center, but if I capture this way, what's going to happen in a way, right? Is it more active, right? It's very rare that you capture away from the center like this, but capturing towards the center is general. And then where are you going to put your king, right? Let's just make a move for white. All right, you're going to castle, right? The H file is useless. You could try to use G5, G4, but again, your king's in the center. All right, it's definitely something to it. So after bishop takes, F takes G6, boom. Then after F takes, he plays knight to B3, right? And now after knight B3, okay, well, what do you do in this position? What do you do in this position? Black to move. F takes G6 gives the rook a chance to work the knight E6. Yeah, correct, with F4. So we have castle from Stoa KYLO. AXR says castle. We got castles. Very nice, chat. In fact, move number two is actually castling. That's correct. Move number 2 is actually castling. Move number 1 is queen d7. And the move that he played was actually not even it wasn't even there. Here's the move he chose. And I understand it because it follows the rules here. I actually teach a six questions method that I only really give to students because it's really important. It's a really, really fire method. But in the 6 questions here, one of them I learned was what does your opponent want to do next? In fact, that's labeled twice out of the 6 questions. The 6th question and also the 3rd question. The 3rd one is, hey, what does my opponent want to do next? What does he want to do next? What does my opponent want to do next? F4. So he just stops it because castling, I mean, you could, but I still could go F4. Like, I mean, you didn't really stop me from playing F4 at all. So what he does is play G5 instead, stopping F4. And now when I castle, I have more of a grip over the F4 square. Genius. Genius. And this was in 1912. Wow. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. What up, though? What's up, DJ Nails? My guy. What's up, bro? How you feeling? So G5, Bishop E3 from Aliakin. Now we castle, bringing the knight back to F3 after wasting the tempo. Saw this game in person. Wow. Sore bone. Wow. You know, this game was in 1912. You saw this game in person. Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's nice, bro. That's what's up. Knight f3. After knight f3, queen d7 from black, and then queen to d2. That boy Rubenstein kind of cold. Yeah, look, go look at my great. Oh wow, man, what a name. Well, thanks for following. Go look at my great predecessors. Go look at that. The first one, and all the editions are great, but definitely the first one looks at Akiba Rubenstein going off. I mean, I really didn't know. I mean, you hear Rubenstein, but you don't hear him like Aaron Imzowitsch and like all the greats and Paul Morphy. You're like, oh yeah, Rubenstein, yeah, he was good, but like, do you know any of his games, right? And if you look at him, you're like, yo, he was an aggressive attacking player. He played very, very strong. Why? Yeah, right. Panama's country, funny. Ruby's man, yeah. Okay, now check this out. After queen d2 is black to move. Chat, what do? I see d4 from red Kona. Rook takes f3 and knight takes e5 from elevation. And then knight c to c4. Knight c to c4. Are you talking about this route? Okay. We have rook f5. I did not see a rook f5. I see an a5 with the a4 intention. Pretty nice. What else we got, chat? Anything else? Anything else on your mind? We have a rook takes f3, queen d6. Still a terrible queen d6. b4 from Dora, b4. Knight f4. Okay, I like that one too. d4, knight f4 again. Can you sack on f3? In fact, the sack is exactly it. Rook takes a3. Oh, jeez. Boy, that's a big boy move. Oh my goodness. Wow, give me everything. Give me everything. I'll take it. And he takes on f3. Appreciate you. Oh shoot, I'm dropping pawns literally. I always have pieces with me, always. I got Magnus on the line. Okay. Okay. G takes f3, take on e5. And queen e2. And after queen e2, knight c4 would be cool, but this literally goes out of like, why are we on this side of the board when the action's over here? Knight c4 would literally make absolutely no sense at all. Because yeah, it's a great square, but like, I'm sorry, where's the action? The action's over here. So you need to do something else. In fact, the move was rook f8. Rook f8, very nice, fall off guard. And after knight d2, all right, all the actions on this side of the board, chat. So what do we do next? Black to move. I sacked an exchange. I got to go to work. The action's on this side. What do you do? Rook f8, we got knight f4, knight g6 to h4 from Donnie. Garbage, says Phantom Master Clentrick. Let me put that in there at one time. Garbage. That's right. Garbage. Okay, g4 and a5. We have g4s, we have a5s. We have another one for g4. Wow, what is this g4 move about? G4. G4 is like garbage. Like seriously, what is G4? What you doing with your life? Bro, G4 is straight 100% natural, premium, Cambodian face blockage. And it is gross and it is garbage. 1000%. It is doesn't do anything at all. Like G4 is really bad, bro. Like really, really bad. And we just take it and then I'm looking at you. I'm staring at you real hard right now. Real hard flex. Real hard stare. Doesn't do anything at all. G4 is not good. But what is good? Yeah, right. Green queen back, green queen back. It's knight g6. This is right. Now, if you said knight g6, you're correct. Look at the knights. You're like, yo, knight, big fella. You ever go knight? You ever go knight? Exactly. Knight g6. Rook f to e1. Okay, he puts the rook here. We're about to probably do something with this bishop. Something. The knight defends actually e7. So not really too much pressure. But, yeah, you did, Donnie. Good job, bro. Team Now says, Champ, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks again, Champ, for the gifted, my guy. So knight f4 now, in fact, does not work. And due to, I mean, not that it doesn't work, it's just not the best. Because you have to stick around here. So you can't take with the knight like you want to. So he played bishop d6 first, putting the bishop in range. And queen h3 is coming. Okay, so f4 happens. And now, knight takes e4. And after queen f1, okay, Chad, it's on you. Finish this up. Or can you? Is it finished? Will there be a turn of events? It's totally up to you. Black to move. What happens? Queen f1, Aliekin's under fire here. It's 1912. Rubenstein about to take down Aliekin real easy here. Or does he? Fuzzy Snuggle says knight to h3. Knight h3, knight h3, knight h3. Man, unanimous. Great job, chat. Great job. Knight h4. Yeah, we don't even look at Phantom Master Conjunct. So we don't even look at it. Don't even exist. Knight takes h3 is correct. After king h1, what's the next move? What's the next move? Think about this one. Don't mess this up, chat. Don't mess this up, chat. Don't block with your face. What do? You guys show a game where you flip the board and say the other side is actually winning. Yeah, we actually probably have something like that. We can work. We're gonna find something like that. Do you have the finishing touches? Do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes? All right, great job, chat. Great job. Yeah, Phantom Master Conjunct got one right. Look at that. Queen g4 is actually it. In fact, number 1 is queen g4. Number 2, knight h4. Number 3, g4. Number 4, c6. Number 4 and 5 are c6. Weird. Same move, different evaluation. Weird. Both of them say c6. But here, what happened in the game was g4. He played just pawn to g4. And after queen e2, all right, chat, the last move here, seal the deal. You better get it right. You better get it right. Black to move. Where do you go? Last move here. I mean, Aliyekin resigned after this move. And we're going to go a little further to see why as well, though. But what happened? Knight takes f2. The move you don't make is what I meant. Yeah, g3. On g3. I thought h4 was a swaggy last move. Yeah, knight h4 was really nice, too. He had so many ways to win. Knight e4. So that's, you mean knight e5. And then g3. Rook g2. That would be right here. I think you mean rook f2. Bishop f4. Uncastle. Prepare h5. Knight f4. Punch your board. Knight f4. Maybe something crazy like rook takes f2. Now, that's a great point, actually, there. That's a great point, actually. So what you want to do, though, is you actually need to calculate, does it work? It may look good. Looks are very deceiving in chess. But does it actually work based off calculation? If it doesn't, then you discard it. Knight g to f4. All right, guys, you all are correct some way. The move that happened was this here. No one said it. It's queen f5. Queen f5 was move number 1. I mean, it's very easy intentions. You have queen h5 coming, where it's decisive threats everywhere. Knight h4 is still there. Everything was winning. In fact, queen f5 and Aliyekin resigned right here. And he just like, you know what, big fella, you got this one. You got this one. But after g4, queen e2, queen f5, he resigned. But you did have, you know, after g4, queen e2, you could go knight gf4. D4 miraculously is a move as well. Wow, D4 is a move. Never would even consider this one. But D4 is a move from the engine, and C5, that's an engine move. This is the one where, you know, you're looking at the engine and you tell yourself, I'm not doing that. You can take that one back. I don't care. Literally, I don't care. You can say this to the engine. And in fact, I do recommend you do talk back to the engine because it helps you realize, look, this is an engine. Like C5 don't make any sense at all. But of course, they spit it out as a possibility. Helps you out a lot. D4, queen c6. Yeah, it's close to mate. There's an f3 in there. There's an f3 in there. C5 is the funniest move. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Did according to the engine, did Aliyekin or Riverside make any mistakes in this game? I'm pretty sure because they didn't. I'm pretty sure there's not a ton of mistakes, but we're about to check right now. Actually, I'm about to run this on the analysis thing. See what they give us. See what the game review says. All right. Oh, dang. Aliyekin was straight like garbage. Oh, man, boy. He played like garbage. Somebody get your mans. Somebody get him. Wow. Nah, but he 80% though. He did play 80%. 91 from Akiba. Pushing tight. Saber was hot. Saber was hot. Chess.com can do this? Yeah, we on chess.com. This is chess.com. I'm on chess.com doing this. Chess.com is legit, bro. Come on. Come on, guys. Chess.com. Let's go. What you doing? What are you doing? I wonder what more people... Oh, yeah. Let's check these are. Check these out. Check these out. Best moves. 14. So, mistake. So, what was the mistake? Oh, queen d7 was a mistake. And they said, what's the best move? Oh. So he didn't have to play queen d7. He could have just did it immediately. He could have just did it immediately. SpongeBob melody to Aliakin. Let's get him. This is for Aliakin one time. Yikes. Okay. So, but here, yeah. Okay. So I want to see the rest though. Where's the thing? The review. And look at that. I mean, look at that, right? 2 mistakes and 1 blunder cost him the game, right? That's some big boy chess. Let me move this down. Right. 2 mistakes and 1 blunder cost him the whole game. Crazy. How chess is, man. Absolutely. I understand that. You're right. You're right. Well, that's it for today's analysis, guys. I hope you enjoyed the analysis here. And you know which way to take this time. And you also can ask yourself now. So if you liked the video and enjoyed it, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube. I do appreciate you. I'm going to see y'all on the next video.